Hello, everyone, and thank you for your interest in the University of Buffalo full-time MBA program. My name is Rebecca Mueller, and I am the Assistant Director of Recruitment for the UB School of Management. We recognize that the application process, while exciting, can sometimes be overwhelming. So please note that our admissions team is not just a point of contact, but also a source of support. Whether you have questions about the application portal, need clarity on a particular requirement, or simply want to talk about any apprehensions, we are genuinely here to assist. Your success throughout this process matters deeply to us. I also encourage all students to follow our LinkedIn page to stay up to date on all of our programs. If you wish to connect with me directly, the quickest way to reach me is via email, but I have also included my phone number here as well. So please feel free to utilize the information on this page to reach out anytime if you have questions, concerns, or if you are looking for admissions-related advice. Now, over the course of today's session, we will discuss your program, providing you with the management skills necessary to lead diverse teams and drive business success across various industries. We are also going to take a look at what we refer to as action learning opportunities, which enable you to put theory into practice and differentiate yourself in the job market. We're also going to go over what makes UB and Buffalo a great place to earn your degree and expand your network. Talk about the career preparation and how to utilize the vast and terrific resources provided by our Career Resource Center. And finally, go over admissions requirements and deadlines, tuition and fees, and how to stay connected throughout your entire admissions journey. So let's dive in and talk a little bit about your program. Now, the School of Management is currently ranked the #1 business school in the State University of New York system, as well as a top 25 public MBA. For international students, please know that UB's MBA program is STEM eligible, which provides an additional 24 months of OPT for F1 visa holders. Now, please note that the averages on our screen are simply that. They are just averages. We conduct a holistic admissions process, and we will discuss more about that later on in the presentation. One thing to point out is that the average work experience is 2.5 years, but please note that work experience is not a requirement for this program, although most international students do have about 2 or more years of work experience. So I would like to talk a little bit about our faculty. So when it comes to our faculty, we have various types of faculty members who bring many different perspectives, valuable research, and real-world experience into the classroom. So here you can see there are actually 3 categories of faculty. There's your research, your clinical, and your adjunct. Research faculty are pioneers in specialized research domains. They're engaged in creating scholarly publications, papers, and presentations, and they are committed as full-time faculty members, and they really focus in on driving innovation. When it comes to clinical faculty, these faculty possess extensive past industry experience, hold industry-specific knowledge, and also serve as full-time faculty members. And then you have your adjunct faculty, and they are professionals active within the industry. So they utilize IT and organizational technologies daily and contribute as part-time faculty members. They really focus in on translating current industry insights into practical classroom teachings. Now, there is also a program director who is constantly working with faculty to identify new opportunities for new classes that we should be bringing on board to keep up with the latest advancements for all of our students. So I would like to take a moment and highlight some of the faculty that you may be taking classes with while in the program. Starting with Professor Maines, he is the faculty director of the MBA program. So as mentioned previously, he's the one who's constantly working with faculty to identify new opportunities for new classes for our students. He also has a research focus on the employee voice, leadership development, and organizational culture. Professor Maines teaches classes in leading innovation, motivating, coaching, and building culture, vision, and connection. You will also have the opportunity to speak with Professor Maines directly in live Q&A sessions with prospective students, or you can view them as recordings. So keep an eye out for those email invitations in the coming months to be sure that you register. Then we have Professor Rogers, who is one of our clinical associate professors, who is certified in organizational climate and leadership, as well as a Myers-Briggs type indicator. You may see her teaching in classes like managerial communication, communication literacy, organizational behavior, power and influence, and team building. Now, there are 2 other professors I would like to highlight, and they are Professor Dambra and Professor Lemoyne. Professor Dambra's research focuses on initial public offering, accounting disclosures, economic consequences of regulatory changes, and pensions. And you will see him teaching classes like accounting for management decision-making, business valuation for accountants, and accounting topics. Finally, we have Professor Lemoyne, who has a research focus on leadership and motivation, ethics and morality, creativity, and research methods. He teaches courses in organizational behavior and leadership. Now, there are so many more faculty that teach in this program, but I wanted to give you a sample of some that you may have the opportunity to take classes with. Moving over to the curriculum, with the UB MBA, you will learn to work smarter, rise faster, pursue your passion, chart a new path, and challenge yourself to achieve your fullest potential, all while positively impacting the world and being rewarded financially. Now, we really aim to maximize your return on investment with foundation-building core courses and career-targeted electives. The UB MBA consists of 60 credit hours completed over 4 semesters. Our curriculum provides you with the skills you need for success. Developed with input from corporate recruiters, alumni, faculty, staff, and career experts, we focus on team skills, communication skills, quantitative analysis, and integrative analysis. You can opt for either a STEM or non-STEM pathway through the MBA curriculum. Required core courses and first-year experiences give you a strong foundation and are the same for all MBA students. In your second year, you choose electives based on your desired pathway. Our robust core curriculum prepares you to lead in today's constantly changing business environment. You will take 27 credits of required core courses and a 3-credit internship during the summer between your first and second year. You will also become a member of a diverse cohort as well as a small team to strengthen your communication, critical thinking, and leadership skills. In addition, most MBA students choose to engage in other action learning opportunities, and we'll learn more additional details regarding these opportunities in just a few minutes. Going into your second year for the non-STEM pathway, electives round out the 3rd and 4th semesters. And this is when you're really going to start focusing on the requirements surrounding elective options. Now, if you choose the STEM pathway, you must take 21 credits of STEM electives and may choose any additional management courses to fulfill the remaining elective requirements of 9 credit hours. You'll work closely with your academic advisor on course selection and scheduling to be sure that you are fulfilling the STEM requirements. So let's talk a little bit about the concentrations. So integrated into the core curriculum lies an opportunity to customize learning to achieve your career goals through one of our 9 concentrations. Now, the world needs doers, graduates who can apply their learning as they connect theory and practice with a sense of purpose and place. So you can see here the various concentrations that we do offer. And it is important to note that some students select 1 concentration, others choose 2, and some do not declare concentration at all, instead choosing to take classes from various areas. So you actually do not select a concentration during the application process. Your academic advisor will assist you throughout your first year on the best concentrations for you and which are best suited for the STEM MBA. Now, some of you may be planning to or are already enrolled in other programs at UB. Through our partnerships with some of the other schools, we may offer a unique opportunity to understand the business of your business. And as you can see, we currently offer various dual, combined, and collaborative options. But please note that collaborative degrees are not STEM eligible. Now, not only does a dual degree program provide a solid foundation of business acumen to prepare you for a strategic leadership role, but it also further increases the layers of diversity that are experienced in the classroom, bringing unique experiences and conversations that aren't often found in a traditional MBA program. So a little bit more on action learning. Employers consistently describe a need for strong critical thinking and problem-solving skills. Foundational technical skills may be important, but a candidate's ability to attack a problem with creativity, insight, and curiosity is what makes them stand out. This is why we emphasize an experiential approach to learning, so that you can practically apply the theory and learn by doing. And as previously stated, UB MBAs are doers. And in addition to our strong core and specialized concentrations, the action learning component of our program really helps set our students up for success. Now, action learning actually begins at orientation. So before you even set foot in a classroom, you can be prepared to get dirty, think critically, and expand your team building skills. Prior to classes beginning and continuing throughout your program, you will participate in MBA Advantage. So in August of your first year, before classes even begin, you're going to start by building strong bonds with your cohort and teams in this experience where you'll engage with the School of Management community and become familiar with our programs and your opportunities. In the fall semester of your first year, you're going to be actively participating in a 600 level discussion class focused on your career planning and development. Prepare for your concentration decision, internship search, interview process, and more. When it comes to the spring semester of your first year, you'll be participating in 2 days of virtual programming before classes begin, focused on your career development, including internship networking, realistic job previews, and mock interviews. In the fall semester of your second year, you're going to be kicking off your second year by taking a deep dive with industry experts to enhance the key skills you'll need to focus on your post-MBA job search. And you can find an incredible video that captures the essence of Advantage and our students by scanning the QR code on your screen. Then there's corporate champions. So what differentiates UB MBAs from other MBAs? Well, only UB MBAs can experience the Corporate Champions program. This begins in your first semester and is an extensive and powerful program that provides you with the practical opportunity to immediately apply your knowledge, positively impacting actual companies and the community ecosystem. Corporate champions are representatives from organizations across Western New York who partner with teams of first semester MBA students to help strengthen the students' understanding of the world of business and their connection to it. There'll be multiple touch points with you and your team throughout the first full semester of your experience, and you'll benefit from the insights, learning lab environment, and access to senior leadership provided by the Corporate Champions program and from the network of involved companies. Are you interested in differentiating yourself in the MBA job market, enhancing your leadership skills, and earning a micro-credential? If so, then an MBA Leader Corps might be for you. MBA Leader Corps has been recognized by the MBA Roundtable for advancing innovation in MBA education. It is a selective personal and professional development journey that runs concurrently with the UB MBA program. Throughout the process, we will focus on the real world and you, with an emphasis on developing the skills employers have identified as critical for future leaders. Offered by the UB School of Management, Leader Corps has a micro-credential that strengthens the competencies that are vital components of effective performance and successful leadership. Through your experiences in the program, you will develop critical behavioral skills, including diversity, equity, and inclusion awareness, integrity practice, and creative problem solving. First, you will undergo a rigorous assessment to identify the competencies you wish to strengthen and create a customized personal development plan. Over your second and third semesters, you will work with our team of faculty, staff, external coaches, and alumni, engaging in learning environment focused on theory, practical application, and personal experiences that will prepare you for future leadership roles. You'll be assigned a coach to create a learning partnership, providing a consistent learning experience where you will feel supported, challenged, and more equipped to achieve your goals. You will develop your core competencies in your courses and beyond through our Corporate Champions program, internships, case competition, leadership initiatives, and more. In your final semester, you will present and defend your progression on these competencies and, if successful, receive your MBA Leader Corps certification and micro-credential. There's also an opportunity for action learning in our CoLab. The CoLab is a campus-based entrepreneurship and innovation center that empowers students to realize solutions for the global and local challenges of our time. Part Startup Incubator and part Idea Sharing Center, it connects students to mentors, events, funding, and experiences that cultivate the skills and mindset to build successful companies or innovate competitively in careers within any organization. You also have an opportunity to apply to be in our projects clinic. Here you can amplify your skills while making a real impact. As a paid student assistant within the projects clinic, you'll dive into hands-on real-world projects alongside our community partners. Multiple short-term projects throughout the semester offer you a dynamic experience working with diverse organizations. As an extension of action learning, we have our global programs. So through our faculty-led short-term global programs, you will prepare to lead in today's business world and develop the global and diversity mindset you need to succeed in any industry. You will meet new people, visit businesses and cultural sites to showcase your experience to potential employers. Best of all, thanks to the hybrid nature of our programs, you can participate from anywhere in the world. All of our global and U.S. experiences include a credit-bearing virtual program, as well as optional travel to the program's destination. Moving on, let's talk a little bit about the UB community. Now, UB has many notable alumni, and they are highly engaged with current students and participate in many networking events, speaking classes, and with clubs, and serve on a variety of boards and panels. There's also a lot of ways to have fun, learn a new skill, and meet others outside of the classroom through various campus activities. This is your chance to make new friends and lifelong memories. So we encourage you to get involved, explore, and make the most of your time on campus. Now, in addition to the UB School of Management's graduate organizations, you also have an opportunity to explore and join university-connected groups through the Student Association. Now, some benefits of joining our student organizations are networking opportunities. Student organizations often host events, workshops, and meetings where students can interact with professionals, alumni, and industry experts. This can be pivotal for building a professional network that can aid in job searches and career progression. There's also leadership development. By taking on a leadership role in these organizations, it can really help students develop management, organizational, and leadership skills that will be invaluable in their future careers. There's also industry insights. Guest lectures, seminars, and interactions facilitated by student organizations can provide firsthand knowledge about current industry trends, challenges, and opportunities. And finally, it can build your resume. Active participation or leadership in student organizations can enhance a resume, showcasing not just academic achievements, but also extracurricular involvement and skills. And whether your post-graduation plans lie in Buffalo or elsewhere, your time in Western New York will be a smart investment of time and money. With affordable living, it's easy to stretch your dollar in Buffalo, where the cost of living is well below the national average. We also have weather that produces a four-season region. Buffalo is known for its snow, but dig a little deeper and you'll discover that our region enjoys 4 distinct seasons, each remarkable in its own right. We also have smart economic growth. Buffalo's history of innovation and entrepreneurship is alive and thriving, and UB is playing a key role in creating a new knowledge-based economy for our region. We're also very family-friendly. Buffalo's strong sense of community, easy lifestyle, and affordability are just a few of the attributes that make our city a great place to raise a family. It has also been named America's Best Planned City by Frederick Law Olmsted, often billed as a 20-minute city for its easy accessibility. There are also endless things to do in Buffalo. In a city as diverse as ours, you can always find something fun to do, whether it's taking a walk in one of our Olmsted-designed parks or taking in a thought-provoking work of art at one of the dozens of art galleries, just to name a few. Finally, it is an international border city. Buffalo borders Canada and is one of the United States' top gateways for international trade. Now, when it comes to career preparation, our comprehensive career resources offers personalized coaching, industry connections, and tools to help you navigate your career path from day one. You can benefit from our robust employer network, career fairs, and resume and interview workshops designed to help you land your dream job. So before you even set foot on campus, the CRC, or Career Resource Center, is engaged and committed to your success by providing an MBA action item checklist. We work with you to develop your career strategy, personal brand, and hone the tools that you'll need for an effective job search and rewarding career. The CRC offers individualized coaching and career services to help you to define and achieve your goals. So we highly encourage you to participate in Career Resource Center programs to make the most of your UB experience, learn about today's job market, and develop the competencies for winning interviews. You can also take advantage of BizLink, the online career management system brought to you by the Career Resource Center for the exclusive use of the School of Management students. You will also have access to virtual power chats, and power chats allow you to connect with alumni and business leaders and ask your questions. You can hear about their career path, current work, and receive career advice from an experienced professional. Now, here's just a list of some companies that UB School of Management's graduates are working at. When it comes to the return on investment, you can see that our most recent incoming class had an 88% employment rate within 3 months of graduation, with an average salary of around $87,000. You can also take a look at the 2023 MBA employment and salaries by function as well. Now that we have gone over program details, the community, and career opportunities, let's discuss the admissions process. Our admissions and recruitment team are here to support you during every step of your admissions journey. So what exactly do those steps entail? Well, let's start with some critical dates. First of all, applications for fall 2025 are currently open. And this program only has a fall start. So please be sure to pay attention to the critical dates because any incomplete or late applications will not be reviewed. A couple of important dates I would like to point out to you is if you would like to be considered for scholarships, I highly encourage you to get your application in and completed no later than January 15th, as that is a priority deadline for scholarship consideration. I would also like to point out that for our international students, you have until March 1st to get your application in. And anyone who is a U.S. citizen or an applicant that's in the U.S. on a current F1 visa, you have until June 1st to get your application in and completed. But I do encourage as many applications to be in by January 15th as possible. When it comes to the application itself, you first need to complete and submit your online application. This serves as your dashboard for all your other application pieces. It's going to be where you can view your checklist, upload your documents, and ultimately be able to view your admissions decision. And our admissions committee does review applications holistically. There is an application fee of $100, and unfortunately, the UB School of Management doesn't offer waivers of graduate application fees. Categorical exceptions made by the university are only for those applicants who provide sufficient documentation of their participation as an undergraduate student in the EOP, HEOP, or SEEK program within New York State only, an undergraduate participant in the C-STEP, MARC, PrEP, RISE, LSAM, or McNair Scholar program on any campus, an applicant through Project 1000, an applicant through AmeriCorps, an applicant with U.S. military or veteran status, or an applicant who is a spouse of a U.S. veteran. If you fall into one of these categorical exceptions, please feel free to reach out to me and I'd be happy to let you know what sufficient documentation we will need. Moving on to transcripts, you must upload transcripts for each college or university that you list in your application. Transcripts for all undergraduate credits, including transfer credits, earned towards your undergraduate degree must be uploaded for admissions consideration. Copies are able to be uploaded for consideration, but admitted students must request their college or university send official conferred transcripts to the University of Buffalo. When it comes to your resume, the resume length should be approximately 1 page for every 10 years of work experience. And be sure that you're including relevant education and work experience, as well as the months and years of employment. Our Career Resource Center has a fantastic resume preparation tool on their website that I encourage you to check out. For personal statements, there are 2 personal statements that you need to submit with your application. One of them including your reasons for pursuing the MBA degree, as well as your career aspirations. The document length should be approximately 700 words per personal statement. When it comes to the GMAT and GRE, we are test optional, but you are more than welcome to upload your scores with your application if you choose to take these exams. Now, for the international students, there are some additional steps that you need to take. First of all, you need to make sure that you have completed an academic program equivalent to a U.S. bachelor's degree prior to enrolling. All applicants who are not native speakers of English must demonstrate proficiency by taking and submitting an English language proficiency exam. Official score reports must be sent directly to UB from the testing agencies, although copies may be submitted for initial review. Please keep in mind that many score reports are valid just 2 years from the test date, and most of our admitted students have a 95 or better on the TOEFL, but we also accept a variety of other exams, such as the IELTS and Duolingo English Test, or DET. If you want more information on our English language proficiency requirements and test minimums, please feel free to reach out to me and I would be happy to send you more information. When it comes to international transcripts, a conversion to the US 4.0 scale will be completed on our end if needed. And in many cases, 3-year degrees from India are accepted from accredited institutions. Now, since we do the conversion to the 4.0 scale ourselves, WES or ECE evaluations are not required, but you may upload them with your transcripts if you would like. Applicants must also upload a copy of their proof of degree or provisional certificate if the proof of degree has not yet been issued yet. Finally, applicants must document their ability to meet educational and personal expenses. So financial documentation is required for I-20 and visa issuance. This documentation is not required for admissions consideration, and you can wait to submit it until after you receive your admissions decision, but we highly recommend that you submit it with your application to avoid any potential delays in the issuance of your I-20. And then finally, international students must submit a copy of their passport photo page. Now let's talk about tuition and fees. Now, as you're going to see, our MBA program really offers a tremendous value in today's graduate management program marketplace. And when you invest in your education, you're investing in your future. And it's really hard to find a better value than UB, New York's flagship. As a public university, our tuition is only a fraction of the cost of attending a private college or university of comparable quality and opportunity. Public versus private institutions. So public universities like UB generally offer lower tuition rates than private institutions. For international students, this can mean significant savings on tuition and fees. For example, while tuition and fees at private institutions can often exceed $50,000 per year, UB's out-of-state tuition for international students is considerably lower, though it is still higher than the in-state tuition rates. We are ranked number 25 most affordable university in the US. We have a low cost of living here in Western New York. We'll get to funding opportunities in just a minute, but we do offer assistantship opportunities. And as we just spent some time talking about, we have an amazing career support for you that begins before your first day, that goes throughout graduation and beyond. So you can see here reflected on this slide, the in-state resident tuition and fees. And these are most up to date. They were published in July 2024 and reflects our SUNY approved rates for fall 2024. So please be aware that these fees may be subject to change, so you can always find the most up-to-date information on our student accounts website. Now, for those of you who are non-New York State residents or international students, this gives you an idea as to what your tuition and fee costs will be. Keep in mind that this only includes tuition and fees and does not include your living expenses. So there will be additional costs for expenses for living on or near campus. Now let's talk a little bit about funding your degree. This is a question that we get quite often, so I want to spend some time talking a little bit about this. So to enhance the University at Buffalo's already competitive tuition, we award scholarships, fellowships, and assistantships for outstanding, highly motivated students. All awards are merit-based and may be funded for full or partial tuition. All applicants are considered for scholarships that fall under the School of Management umbrella during the admissions process. So there is no additional application for scholarship consideration. Now, incoming and current MBAs may seek out graduate student, teaching, and research assistantships. Each is offered during every semester in a competitive process to a select number of qualified full-time students. Students assist with school or university administration, teach or undertake research with faculty members. And although responsibilities may vary by assignment, assistants generally work 20 hours per week. And graduate and teaching assistants receive a stipend plus a tuition scholarship. If accepted, you would gain access to our online portals that allow you to explore and apply for assistantships campus-wide. So assistantships are not awarded through the admissions process. In addition, you may be eligible for a scholarship through other UB-connected sources. There are numerous other university, national, and international level awards available for qualified graduate students. So I encourage you to scan the QR code here to visit our Funding Your Degree webpage, and as well as the graduate school's website for more information. If you have any questions, I do encourage you to reach out to me via email or via phone. I've also included my LinkedIn here in case you would like to connect that way. But in conclusion, I do encourage you to follow the link associated with the QR code on this screen to continue the conversation by taking advantage of other recruiting events, booking a one-on-one admissions advisement appointment, listen to the Manageable podcast, access our digital library, engage with us on social media, and so much more. I strongly encourage you to reach out to our current students via Unibuddy or by attending one of their online office hours to hear the student perspective. Now, you can also find my contact information on your screen by scanning that same QR code. So please feel free to reach out to me anytime if you've got questions, concerns, or if you're looking for admissions-related advice. We are so glad that you're considering UB's MBA program, and we look forward to future conversations. Thank you so much for viewing this program overview, and have a great rest of your day.